My name is Bill Birns. I live in Armstrong Park, just off Main Street, with my wife, Gayla. I came to Fleischmanns in 1992. I've lived in the Catskills in the town of Middletown, of which Fleischmanns is a part, since 1971. I'll tell you how I got here to the Catskills. I originally came from Westchester County, from New Rochelle, New York. Grew up in the high post-World War II suburbs. And I went to college up in Schenectady, a little industrial city up north, and I met a fellow who was from Margaretville, our sister village here in the town of Middletown. And he was telling me a story. He wanted to tell me a story about an automobile accident. And he said, my father's best friend's a truck driver. And he was driving down Route 17, and I stopped my friend because I knew his father was a doctor. And I said, wait a minute, your father's best friend's a what? And he said, I'm trying to tell you a story about an automobile accident about my father's best friend. I said, I know that. But what does your father's best friend do for a living? He said, well, he's a truck driver. I said, your father's a doctor, and his best friend's a truck driver. I've got to see this place. And that's really what brought me to the Catskills. The sense of community, of equality, of democracy, whatever you want to call it, that just didn't exist in the very stratified suburban environment where I grew up in the post-World War II era. I'm a retired school teacher, as is my wife. I taught at Margaretville Central School, which is the school that Fleischmanns children attend. My own children attended there. I taught at Margaretville Central School for 29 years. I taught English as a second language. The Mexican community, that's a vibrant part of Fleischmanns today. I taught the parents, along with my wife Gayla. We taught English to those kids. This is really where it all began, because in terms of European people here in Fleischmanns, other than the native people, because General John Armstrong, who was married to Alida Livingston, was given by his brother-in-law, actually his wife Alida was given by her brother, 8,000 acres here in the Catskills. The Livingstons owned the whole place. And the house, about just behind us in the yeshiva, is his house, General Armstrong's house, built in 1842, now a wreck, of course. But this was the center of it. This is where it began. And then went on to become Griffin's Corners, and of course when the Fleischmanns family came, everything changed. I like living in Fleischmanns. I've always said I'm very comfortable in a sort of down at heels, faded 40s resort town, and I love the diversity that we have here. Right behind us we have a Satmar Yeshiva that's in business about 6-8 weeks every summer. We enjoy having those folks here with us. Right over in the corner, our friend Lester, who's a Polish fella who has been coming to work as the foreman of the work crew here for the last probably 20 years. Interesting. My understanding is that he flies over on his own nickel commercial, and that just those American dollars are worth it, given what the Polish economy is in relation to the American economy. So it says something about how lucky we are to be Americans.
My name is Gayla McGuiney Burns. Well, I taught in the second grade, and had lots of friends. I mean, made friends very quickly. People are very friendly. And it was a great place to start. And then we merged with Margaretville, and I eventually went over there and taught second grade. Ended up teaching Spanish in high school. So I've had a span of a career. Right. And it fit in well when I came back here to live.